Irashaimase. Watashi wa Andy desu. America Jin mangaka desu ka? No, I am really. I'm a mangaka, dude. I make comics. You know what I also do? I also paint. I got this show April 5th. I'm painting up my wazoo. If I could turn the camera up, there's like paintings everywhere. April 5th, here in Ventura, solo show, paint, abstract art, landscapes, a lot of fun stuff, portraits. Very excited. It's going to be a good show. It's got to be a good show. You're all invited. You're also invited to be a member. That's right. We have memberships here at the Art of Comics channel, where you have more of a one-on-one interaction with me. You can ask me questions, promote or pitch different video topics. You get early access. In fact, when I upload these, I just give it to them right away. Like, no waiting necessary. So that's kind of cool. So think about that. I also have a Patreon. Yeah, you could be a patron for even $1, even cheaper, $1. And there you get access to my comics that I'm working on. So it's kind of cool. Now, apologies for the yawn. Heavy metal. We're going to talk heavy metal. I know you guys love heavy metal. There are two types of videos that do well on this channel, I've learned. One, when I'm painting. Those are becoming more popular, like painting stuff. That's becoming popular, which I need to do more of, but I kind of like, it kind of messes me up because I'm in my flow, I'm listening to music, I'm like jamming, creating, living, and then I got to put a damn camera and it kind of weirds me out a bit. But that's one. The other one is Heavy Metal Magazine. Is it because of the boobs? I don't know. Is it because European art? Is it because just freaking it's awesome? I don't know. But today we're going to talk about it. And we're only going to talk about it's the pinup issue. We're not even going to do the comic part. Maybe we will. We're going to do the pinup part. So, explicit material potentially. There will be some boobs potentially and some butts. I don't think any other things, but who knows what we'll see. So, who knows what we'll see. So, come check it out. Let's do this.
Are you ready?
Are you ready for some heavy metal pinup? Okay, let me move my camera up a bit because these are a little bit bigger. And we want the full freaking caboodle. Okay, let's hopefully this won't like get me banned from Uruguay or Uganda or something. Okay, heavy metal, pinup. See what's up. It's actually kind of a, back in the mid 90s. So they went from monthly to quarterly, they went from monthly to then like bi-monthly. And then they started to do the kind of quarterly stuff and these special issues. They do like a Havoc issue, a Halloween issue, this or that. So this is the pinup one. And this is 94, which traditionally, I feel at least, personally, that the mid 90s is kind of like when we were struggling with quality for heavy metal. That's just my opinion, okay? And I can change my opinion if I wish. Okay, but right now I'm thinking, it's not so great. That said, I do want all these books just to like have them. I want to read Butterscotch. I want to read all this stuff. I think it's going to be fun. Kripa is okay. I'm not in love with him. But here we go. Pinups. And you know what? Screw it. I'm going to bin this. What, am I going to sell this? No, I'm not going to sell it. Okay, the cover was by Frizzato. Good, put your hand in. Okay, so we're going to do the gallery. It's going to be Olivia. We're going to have a bunch of different artists. Kevin Eastman. Okay, a bunch of things. And then it's going to be a comic. The comic is by Jodorowsky and George Best. That's the last 10 women I've known. This one here, which I think we've actually covered already. Yeah, we've covered this, or I've read this in some way. This looks familiar. Yeah, this looks familiar. I mean, yeah. We've covered this with these boobs. Okay, let's get to work, though. Here we go. Olivia. Wonderful, super popular illustrator. Okay, here is Dennis Sire. Oh, Dennis Sire. Let me take a look at this. Okay, this is cool. Those are some big uns. That's pretty big uns. Okay. I like these though. I mean, this is like whatever. And I like this car. I like these though. These are pretty. Particularly these two. This is fine, but I think these two are better. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, we've got Liberatore. That's a nice. This is kind of just a comic book kind of illustration with some nice modeling of the bodies, like the monochromatic. It's okay. This is very nice. Jonathan Muth. Oh, Muth. Yeah, Jonathan Muth. John Muth, we know. I actually used to have some original John Muth. He is an illustrator, an artist. He worked on him with Ken Williams, John Muth worked together. They did, John Muth did Moonstruck. John Muth did Moonstruck. He did not. Did he also do Meltdown, the Havoc Wolverine thing? I don't remember. I don't think he did. Oh, here's Eastman and Al Columbia. I don't know who Al Columbia is. This is nice. I like this actually a lot. I like the style where you have these rendered. You see Sienkiewicz would do it. Bob Peak would do it. Where you have airbrushed kind of figures and then this hard black outline. I like it. And I like these figures. And the color is very nice. It's very well done. I like this one. I like this one a lot too. This is just a nice little still life kind of a painting from clearly some photographs. So that's nice. Jim Warren. This is fine. It feels a little blasé in a way. I mean, the face is rendered well. The colors are done well. But it doesn't grab me. Yeah, it doesn't grab me. Barclay Shaw. Supieri, of course. Another Supieri. Supieri had this thing for the tush, the rear end, the buttocks, glutes. And I mean, this is nice little like renders, but look at this. Let's just take a minute to look at this, if you will. In fact, you know what? Just like take a second, okay? You've got like multiple colors. There's like watercolor in here, maybe some Prismacolor. The watercolor, the shoe, just wonderful, different layers of color. And then if you look here on the skin, you've got multiple layers of color, line work, the development of roundness. I'm not trying to be perverse. I'm just trying to like break this stuff down. The way the contour lines go around the flesh, the shapes, is freaking awesome. And the highlights with the, white acrylic paint, is perfect. And the way the different colors are in here, there's all different kinds of colors and things. It really is really freaking good. And there's no other word for it. And then you have this beautiful design of the flowers, and she's got her skirt. I mean, it's very, very nicely done. And there's a feminine quality. It's very feminine. There's nothing hard about this. No angles. There's a couple little spots here that are kind of jagged, but it's very feminine. It's very nice. And I freaking acknowledge the work. I mean, he spent a lot of time studying anatomy and studying these figures. And he might have had some models. Maybe, he's clearly has drawn from life a lot to just know this and to show that. It's great. So put that in it. I'm going to get back to the show here, and I'm kind of, where were we? Okay. Is that right? There. Okay. Olivia, another Olivia. It's a shame that they always come into the crack, but this is very nice. Just an airbrush queen or king, master of the airbrush, master of just making these lines so well done. I mean, I don't know what kind of masking they did, but it is like primo airbrushing. And the airbrushing the flesh is not easy. This isn't just like one color, multiple layers, multiple colors. And to do it well, it's not easy. So you got to give it up. Mark Martin. I do not know Mark Martin. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not impressed. There's some Beasley. You gotta love Simon Beasley. Not one of his best pieces, of course. He's done some great stuff too. And he's kind of like incorporating, this airbrush and spray cans and things he's using. Toothbrush, watercolors, acrylics. Is kind of like, I always think of him as like a Frazetta dialed to 11, where he uses some of those principles of design, but then just really exaggerates it in this kind of very expressive, very masculine. Even the feminine are very masculine, right? The only thing feminine about the figure in his women are the sexual parts. The sexual parts are feminine, and maybe even they're not even feminine in a way, because of the nipples are so like erect. But everything else is very masculine. These are masculine legs, bodybuilder kind of, and that's what he's into, and it's quite evocative. And his choice of color is brilliant, and his choice in just like the detail, the rendering stuff. I mean, I think he's a great illustrator. But your choice, you might think differently. Another Olivia. Yeah. And now this is interesting because this is Olivia doing the really beautiful skin and then going this kind of loose, expressive clothing and background, which is kind of, I've not seen that before. It's very nice. Dennis Sire. Do not know him, but it does look familiar, the work. The face looks familiar. This is very nice, actually, again. The body looks great. This is all, I don't know if you can capture this on the camera, but this is all, looks like Prismacolor or something. It's all lines. It's all these these lines contouring her body. You really get this feeling of volume. Although in the breast, what's interesting though is he does this with the thighs going across it, right? But then with the breasts, he doesn't do that. They just kind of go up and down, which kind of flattens them in a bit, which is kind of an interesting choice. Same thing with the face. The legs are really well done. And then he kind of switches it up. He decides to then go, I don't know what that's about. I like the background too. I like this stuff. And the shoes look great. Yeah, very cool. I like that one. This is fun. This is Luis Royo. Another kind of modern illustrator, airbrush, acrylics painter. Cool sci-fi stuff. Michael Dooney, don't know him, but that's actually a pretty cool drawing. Yeah. Another Olivia. I gotta love Olivia, dude. Gotta love it. I should get a book on Olivia. I don't know much about the artist, the history, none of that. So it'd be nice too, and you gotta give it up for the work. Liberatore. This one, I like this one. I like her face. I mean, I like this, honestly, this face and the rumble and stuff is nice. Marinera? Or no, this is Kevin Eastman. Oh, maybe that's Kevin Eastman, Michael Bode. This feels kind of amateurish. I'm not feeling this one at all, so we'll just skip it. Vittorio Giardino. Vittorio Giardino. We've talked about him before in something. I like this a lot. This does feel a little bit like Manera in the style. Manara. Supieri, again, the Supieri, it's like, come on, what can you say about Supieri? You knew how to draw some butts. He's all about them butts. Another Olivia. Great stuff. Another Royo. I mean, this stuff is very much like mass-produced, paperback, sci-fi paperback type stuff, which is good. This is the Bode. Yeah, I'm not care for Bode. I've seen him before. There is something nice about it, but it doesn't call to me. The line work is very nice. These are very nice lines. And the design is fine. This jewelry's cool, and I do like the hair and the character. So there's no reason why I don't like it. It's just somehow some things just grab you. It doesn't grab me as much. Richard Corbin. We love Richard Corbin. This is not one of his best pieces. I'll say that. But it's very nice. Yeah, for some reason I don't care for it as much. I do like this. I do like the texture and the mark making he's putting here. I do like all this stuff. I don't really care for the figures though. He can do this much better. Even her doesn't quite. Yeah, it's not. I'm not feeling it quite as much. But it's Richard Corbin. It's he is what he is. Scott Hampton is great. I like him, and I like these water. This is a watercolor piece. That's nice. It's a nice piece there. Olivia, another Olivia piece. This is cool. I like just the idea of this. Yeah. Would love to meet these models, right? He really got some amazing models to do these pieces with and get them dolled up in these outfits. I'm sure it was fun to do. Here's another one. Yeah, good. And another one. Oh, this is interesting. Again, in this kind of a little looser style, very different than, his work here. Very very clean and rendered, drafted. And this is just a hint of looseness, is a little bit like a sketch, like almost like a pencil sketch. It's not, but it's very cool. John Tuttlebean, he worked on Swamp Thing. Very cool. And another Dennis Sire. That's a nice piece there too. Like that. And here's another Olivia, so we got even more Olivia. I like the motorcycle a lot. She's okay. I'm not in love with her, but I do like the motorcycle. And I like this background. I like the colors here they used. This is just another great piece of Olivia. What's nice too is it's always about the figure, clearly. But when they do incorporate some objects, he does a great job of rendering that as well. And there's a lot of thought and, to me, interest in this too. So that's always a good thing. Last, and another Olivia. There we go. And in this book, well, there's nothing much to talk about. Yeah, nothing much to talk about here. We'll just skip it. Well, there you go. Boom. Thanks for watching, you guys. Again, check out the Patreon. I think that's a good place to go to kind of see what I'm up to. And thanks for watching. Bye.